Good afternoon, everyone. Myself, Vibha Srivastav, Assistant Professor, Ajay Kumar Garg Engineering College from the CSA department. The subject that I am going to discuss, that is finite automata. This is the subject from the BTech CSE 4th semester, and the unit is Unit 1. And the name of the unit is finite automata. That I already discussed in my first lecture. So we can skip these. These topics are already discussed. These are covered in the lecture number 1. So we have to start from this slide. We have covered all these questions in the previous lecture. So we have to start from the variation of the finite automata. So the variation of the finite automata are deterministic finite automata. That is, the transition function is defined as q to sigma to q. Means if we start to read any input symbol, then the next state will be from q. And the non-deterministic finite automata, the transition function is defined as from capital Q to sigma to 2 to the power of q. That is the power function of q. Next variation, that is non-deterministic finite automata with epsilon. So here epsilon symbol is also added if we are talking about the non-deterministic finite automata with the epsilon closure. That is, transition function will be q into sigma union of epsilon, that is from 2 to the power of q. Next is finite automata with output. There are two variations in the finite automata with output, that is Mealy machine and second one is Mooley machine. So it can be the combination of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tuples, capital Q, sigma, delta, where delta is a output function and del is a map. Del is the transition function and lambda is the transition function mapping, where these are all the 6 tuples are defined here, and it is divided into two type of machine, that is Moore machine and Mealy machine. So what is the Moore machine? When the output function depends upon the present state only. So here lambda is the output function mapping. So when the output function depends upon the present state only, then it is called as Moore machine. And what is the Mealy machine? When the output function depends upon the present state and present input symbol. So the transition function for the output function is defined as capital Q into sigma to delta. So these are the two type of machine if we are talking about the finite automata with output. So the next one is NFA. So we have already discussed that NFA means non-deterministic finite automata. Means the transition function is defined. There are multiple moves for a single input symbol. Here we can see that if the state is Q naught and the input symbol is A. So the transition for this input symbol is defined. We can go either on Q1 or on Q2. So in the NFA, the machine can move from a present state to a combination of the state for an particular input symbol. Here we can see input symbol is A, but the transition is multiple, more than one. Then it is the non-deterministic finite automata. So if we are talking about the deterministic finite automata, so it will not be possible in the DFA. If there is a state and input symbol is 1, then the transition is always unique. So we can define the finite non-deterministic finite automata as a formal definition. We can say that it is a collection of 5 tuple. What are these tuple? Capital Q, sigma, del, Q naught and F, where capital Q is the finite non-empty set of states, sigma is the input alphabet, means input symbol that we have to read for particular state, del is the transition function and del is defined as, since it is a NFA, so the transition function is defined as capital Q into sigma to 2 to the power of Q, that is the power function of Q. Means for a particular input symbol, there are multiple moves are defined. Q naught is the initial state and we can say that Q naught is the part of capital Q. F is the final set of state, that is we can say that since it is a state, so we can say that F is the subset of capital Q. So we can define here the difference between, that is the most important question that can be asked in the university examination. What is the difference between NFA and DFA? So one line most important difference, that is we are always talking about if it is a DFA, then the transition function is defined for the particular input symbol. There is only one move is possible. If we talking about the NFA, so there are multiple possible moves. Means for particular input, as here we can see, for particular input symbol A, there are multiple moves. So there are some more differences between the NFA and DFA. So first one is the transition function from a state to a single particular input. We can say that if it is a DFA, then the transition function is capital Q to sigma to Q. And if it is an NFA, the transition function is defined as the power function of Q. Here, null transition is not possible. If a transition can be changed, a state can be changed only when after consuming an input symbol. If there is a null transition, then null transition is not allowed in the DFA, but it is allowed in the NFA. DFA takes more space, as we are talking about DFA. DFA take more space and NFA take less space as compared to the DFA. But DFA is more powerful than NFA and NFA is less powerful than DFA. A string is accepted by a DFA if it transits to a final state. Means we can say that a particular string is accepted by the DFA if we will reach at the final state. A string is accepted by a NFA if at least one of all the possible transition ends in the final state. Not necessary that for particular input symbol there are multiple moves. So if we reach with the any state, if we reach at the final state, then it is accepted by the NFA. For every DFA, it is an NFA. It is possible to define, but every NFA is not a DFA. The time that is needed to execute a particular input string is less than that is required by the NFA, and just reverse in the DFA. It takes more time to execute a particular string than DFA. So these are some differences between the DFA and NFA, and that is the most important question that can be asked in the university examination. So we can, if we are talking about the DFA, so that I already telling you for particular input symbol there is only one possible move. So here are some questions that we can do for the designing of DFA. So first question number 1 is construct a DFA that accept all the string over input symbol is 0 and 1. The question is ending with 1. There are 2 input symbol and it will end with 1, and we have to design the DFA. DFA means we have to design for both the input symbol. If the transition, there are 3 possible states, so we have to define all the possible state Q0, Q1, Q2, 0 and 1 transition, and there should be only one move possible. So we can see here the solution. The question is construct a DFA that accept all the string over 0, 1 ending with 1. That is ending with 1. Question is ending with 1. So we can define here that it will always, if we are starting, the starting state is Q0, it will end with 1. So ending with 1 is the accepting state. So we can make Q1 as a final state. What about the starting with? We can start with any number of 0. So if we are talking about the any number, it means that we have to make the self loop. So Q0 will make the self loop for 0. There will be ending with 1. Then it will end with Q1. So what about Q1 transition of 1? We can make the transition 1 as itself for Q1. So if we talk about ending, so if we read the string 0, 1, then it is ending with 1. If we are talking about string 1, 1, so we always start with the state Q1. So 1 and 1, n number of 1 will be accepted. So for the Q1, the transition function Q1 to 1 will be the self loop. And if we are talking about what about the transition of 0 for Q1, so we can we make the self loop for 0? No, it is not possible, because it is the final state and we will always start with the Q0. If we start with the Q0, so we have to read 1. Then if we make the self loop of 0, then it will ends with 0, 1, which is not correct. So if we take the transition of Q1 of 0, then it will become to the state Q0. So if the question is ending with 1, we have to just draw ending with 1. Then we have to complete the transition for DFA. What about the transition Q0? There are 2 possible states and the input symbol is 0, 1. So we have to define for both the state the transition of 0 and transition of 1. So the transition of 0 for Q0 is self loop and 1 will be state Q1. And if we're talking about the transition of 0 and 1 for the state Q1, then it will be self loop, and the transition of Q1 to 0 will be Q0. We can take one more question, another. Construct a DFA for L is equal to, there is an string combination of 0, 1, mod of W means length of the string is 3n, means multiple of 3, and n will be from 0, 1, 2 and so on. So, the initial state for 0, that is initial value of 0, that is length of the string is 0, means if the length of the string is 0, we will not take the input 0 and 1, it will be accepted. N is equal to 1, then 3 into 1 means length of the string is 3, then it will also be accepted. If n is equal to 2 means 3 into 2, then length of the string is 6. So, the accepting length will be the combination of 0, 3, 6 and so on. So, we are talking about length of the string. If we say, see here, the question is ending with 1. If we say ending with 1 or starting with 1, so we will take the particular input 1 or 0. But here, the question is length of the string. So, length of the string can be from 0 and 1 because the input symbol is 0 and 1. So, if we are talking about length of the string, then length of the string will be covered from 0 and 1. So, the length of the string will be the multiple of 3 starting with 0. So, if we say that, so if no input is consumed, then initial state will also be the accepting state. This is, if we talking about length of the string is 1, means 0, 1, either 0 or 1. It will not be accepted because the length of the string is 1. Length of the string is 2, either 0 or 1. So, 0, 0, if we read 0, 0, it will not be accepted. Again, the accepting state is Q0. So, the length of the string 1, 2 and 3, it will be accepted. Then 4, 5 and 6. This loop will provide the length of the string up to 3n, means multiple of 3. So, this will be the accepting state, and these both are the non-accepting state, or which is called as non-final state. So, since it is a DFA, we have to make the transition for all the 3 states for 0 and 1. So, Q0, for the Q0, 0 and 1 transition is defined. For Q1, 0, 1 transition is defined. For Q2, 0, 1 transition is defined. So, this is the complete DFA. Next question. Construct a DFA for L is equal to all the binary string containing the substring 001. If we are talking about substring, means 001 can be anywhere in the string, but in the continuation. So, as the question 001. So, firstly we will draw the string for 001. So, we will start Q0, 0, 0, then 1. This is the accepting state. Then, now we have to complete the DFA transition. Substring is 001, then 001 is accepted. We have to complete the transition of Q0. Transition of Q0, 0 is defined. What about transition of Q0 of 1? Can we make the transition Q0 1? We can take the self loop of 1. Self loop means any number of 1. We can start with any number of 1. Then if we end at the final state, the substring will be covered 1, 0, 0, 1. It has been covered. So, the transition of Q0 is complete. Now, we have to make the transition of Q1 for both 0 and 1. 0 is here. What about 1? Can we make the self loop of 1 with consisting of the substring 001? If we make the self loop of 1 and we have to start Q0, then the string will be 0, 1, 0, 1. So, are we taking the substring 001? No, it has not been covered. So, the restriction is we have to make the transition of 1 from Q1 to Q0. So, the transition of Q1 is completed 0 and 1. Now, Q2, the transition of Q2 of 1, that is Q3. But Q2, 0 is not defined. So, where we have to draw the 0 for the DFA. Can we make the transition of 0 here? If we make the transition of Q2 to 0 to Q1. So, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1. So, substring is covered. It is okay. No problem. Now, can we make the transition of Q2 to 0 to Q0? So, we can see we have to start from 0. So the string is 0, 0, 0, 0, 0 and 1. It is also okay. And we can also make the transition of Q2 to self loop. So 0, 0, 0, 0, n number of 0 and 1. So it is completed. Now Q0, 0, 1 transition complete. Q1, 0, 1 transition is complete. Q2, 0, 1 transition is complete. What about Q3? We always start with the initial state Q0. So the substring is covered now. So we can make the transition of Q3 for 0 and 1 as a self loop, because it is written that the string containing the substring 0, 0, 1. So if we reach the state Q3, this has been covered. 0, 0, 1 as a substring is covered. So we can make the self loop for 0 and 1 for Q3. Next, one more question. The question asks, that is the reverse of the previous question. All the binary string not containing some string 0, 0, 1. What was the previous question? Containing some string with 0, 0, 1. And here, not containing substring as a 0, 0, 1. So, just simple. In the previous question, if we are talking about the complement, this is the complement. Next question is the complement of previous one. So, what is the complement? How we can make the complement of the DFA? By making all the non-final state as a final state and all the final state as a non-final state. Here the final state is Q3. So for the complement of this DFA, we will make Q3 as non-final state and Q0, Q1, Q2 as a final state. All the transition are same. So here we can see the final state are Q0, Q1 and Q2, and this is the non-final state. So this is the DFA for all the binary string not containing the substring 0, 0, 1. This is the question for NFA. What is NFA? As we are already talking about, we are already discussed that NFA means multiple move. For a particular input symbol, there are multiple possible moves are allowed. So question is, L is equal to all the string beginning with AAB. What is the question? Beginning with AAB. So we have to start from the initial state Q0 and the string is AAB. Beginning with AAB. What about ending with? Ending with is nothing mentioned. So the question that is mentioned, we will draw AAB beginning with. What about ending? So we can make ending with any number of A and B. So for A and B, we can make the self loop for Q3. So this is the NFA. As for Q3, 0 and 1 transition is defined from Q3 to Q3. But why it is called NFA? Because for Q0, the transition function is defined for the particular input symbol A. What about B? For B is not defined. For Q1, the transition of B is not defined but A is defined. And Q2, the transition of A is not defined but B is defined. So it is an NFA. Another question, that is construct an NFA. Again, the question is NFA. So there are multiple possible moves, and it is not necessary that we have to define for all the input symbol. Transition function should not necessarily define. Here the input symbol is A, B, C, D that recognizes the string A, B, D, A, C, D and A, B, D, D. These are the input symbols. So we have to just draw for that set of string. First string is, this is the initial state A, B, D. So A, B, D. Next string is A, C, D. This is the final state. And the next one is A, B, D, D. So here n number of, that is Q3, Q7 and Q11. N number of state, and all these states are, there are 3 final state. How we can convert the NFA into a DFA? This is one more important question that can be asked in the university examination. Suppose this is the transition diagram. From this transition diagram, we will make the transition table. There are 2 states, that is Q0 and Q1. We will make Q0 and Q1. Here Q0 is the initial state and Q0 also is the final state. And the transition is defined. This is 0 and 1, the input symbol of 0 and 1. Q0 to 0, the transition is 0. Q0 to 1, the transition is Q1. From Q1, 0 is Q1, and from Q1 one transition is multiple move, that is Q0 and Q1. So this is the NFA for this transition diagram. So we have to convert into the equivalent DFA. How we can convert it? The number of input symbol, that is 0 and 1. We will draw the input symbol 0 and 1. We will start always with the initial state, that is Q0. The transition of Q0 of 0 and 1 is defined as Q0 and Q1. So now here, after drawing this state Q0, there are two states, that is Q0 and Q1. The new state which is introduced here, that is Q1. So we will make act as a present state Q1. Now Q1 is the present state. Then the transition of Q1 to 0, that is Q1, which is already added, and the transition of Q1 to 1 is 0 and 1, that is Q0 and Q1. So here, if we complete this, then the Q1 of 1, that is Q0 and Q1. So we will make here Q0 and Q1 is already added, but the new state is Q0 Q1. So we will make it as a present state. So how can we merge it? We have to make the transition of Q0 Q1, then Q0 Q1, transition of 0, that is Q0 Q1, and the transition of 1 is Q0 Q1. So if we see the transition of 0 and 1, there is no such new state which is not added here. So this is the equivalent DFA for this particular NFA. So I think this is all about for the today's lecture, and we will meet in the next lecture for the next topic, that is the minimization of finite automata. So that is all for the today. Thank you so much.